Hello guys, in previous videos, we learned basic concepts related to Camtasia software. In this video, we'll learn more editing techniques related to the timeline area, like copy, paste, cut, and delete a part of the project, or how media files can be selected, and also, different ways to move the playhead. Finally, we'll see how important files can be saved into the Camtasia library, to use them inside other projects. Alright, until now, we have learned how media files can be imported to the media bin. These files can be videos, images, sounds, or new videos recorded by Camtasia software. We have learned how Camtasia software can record a PowerPoint presentation file, or use this icon to record a new video of our computer screen. Also, we have learned the basic abilities of each Camtasia area, to edit and then create the final video. This educational video is more related to the timeline area. We'll learn simple and useful tips, which are frequently used. As you know, media files are placed on a track. As you can see, each track name can be modified, but I usually don't change them, because my projects are not very big. They have a maximum of 4 to 6 tracks. Each media can be selected, and then moved to a new track by the cursor. Also, I can click on this icon, to create a new track. To remove a certain track, I can right-click and use this item. Now, let me click here, to remove all empty tracks. Also, we can insert a track above or below of another track. For example, I want to have background music. So, let me create a new track at the bottom. Now, I don't have any music in the media bin, which can be used as the background music. Let's go to the Camtasia library. Here are useful files, that are categorized into 6 folders. Let me go to the music track folder, and add a piece of music to the new track. Well, the inserted music length is too short, and I need to repeat it, based on the final video length. So, let me click on the copy icon, and then, the paste icon. Note that, the music has been copied, where the playhead is located. I need to move it a little, to the left side. If I select the paste icon again, there is no free space to paste the music. So, Camtasia has created this new track, to paste the selected music. Well, I need to change the inserted music position manually. Note that, instead of using these icons, I can right-click everywhere which have enough space, and paste copied files. Let me delete the inserted music. Another point about tracks is their height. Here, I can change all tracks' height. Usually, this ability is used for music files. For example, let me change only this track height, related to the background music. Now, it is better to detect, when a song or sentence started or ended inside the background music. Alright, let me zoom out the timeline area. Note that, if the cursor is held on an icon, a simple description and its shortcut will appear. Now, let me press Ctrl, Shift, and minus, to zoom out the timeline area, instead of using the cursor. Well, I recommend using different tracks for different files type. As you see, I used 4 tracks for the background music, my voice, main videos, and the PLC Goods logo. If I want to remove each of them, I can click here. Let me change the position of this voice. Now, if I want to remove the PLC Goods logo, a part of my voice will be removed too. So, try to use different tracks for each file's type. Alright, let's continue learning other tips related to this area. If you want to select several media files, you can press the Ctrl key, and use the cursor. Or click on an empty place, and drag your cursor. Another way to select all media on a track, is right-click here, and select this item. Now, I can copy, cut, or move all selected videos. Well, the playhead can be moved manually. Another way is opening the jump list, under the edit menu. Here is a list that let me move the playhead to the next or previous quiz, marker, animation, media, or to the beginning or end of the final video. Note that each choice has a shortcut too. First, let's go to the beginning. Now, let me press Ctrl plus End on my keyboard to move the playhead to the end of my video. Similarly, I can use these shortcuts to move the playhead to the next or previous media inside the timeline area. Note that, using the playhead, we can select a specific time of our video, and create a copy of that. Alright, sometimes, there are several videos or images which are placed on each other. For example, now, I want to change the position of this video on the canvas. But I can't, because the PLC Goods logo is placed on the selected video. To solve this problem, I can disable the related track of the logo, then change the selected video position. After that, enable the logo track. Now, suppose I need to delete this part of my video, and also its related voice. But the logo and the background music should not change. So, I must lock these tracks, and then, press the delete key on my keyboard. Well, let me press Ctrl plus Z, because I really don't want to delete this part. Now, let's click on the cut icon, or press Ctrl plus X. As you see, the selected part has been deleted. But here is an important difference. The selected part has been deleted, the remained files have been moved to the left side, and also, these two videos have been connected together, in another word stitched together. This ability, stitching two videos together, can be disabled on the preference window. Now, if I cut a part of the video, I will have two separate videos, which are not connected together. Now, here are two videos, which are not connected together. Note that, you can right-click on a video, and use Unstitch, or stitch selected media files manually. Alright, I prefer to use the stitch ability, because I don't want to have a lot of separate videos in my project. So, let me enable auto stitching. As you know, the playhead can be moved manually. Another way is pressing point and comma on the keyboard. As you can see, now I can change the position of the playhead frame by frame. If the Shift key is pressed too, then a part of the timeline can selected frame by frame. Note that, the Shift key is used for other purposes too. For example, this video cannot be moved, because there is not any empty space on its right side. But if I press the Shift key, then I will able to move the selected video and all next videos. Also, if I press Shift, and move the playhead, then all videos from the playhead position, will be moved to the right side. Similarly, when I am changing the position of a video and the Shift key is pressed too, Then all videos after the selected video will be moved to. Well, let me select an area of the timeline section. If you remember, I explained zoom options, related to the canvas area. The timeline area has some options too. Try to test them. Now, let me select zoom to selection. As you see, the selected area has been zoomed as much as possible. Another tip that must be told, is how a section of this project can be used inside another project. That's simple. It only needs to select the desired section, right-click, and select copy. Then open another project, and paste the copied files there. Well, let's say another tip. When a part of our project is selected, if I right-click, I will have two choices. The first one is, add timeline selection to library, which stores the selected part, inside the Camtasia library. The second one, produce timeline selection as, can be used to create an output of the selected part. Like when we used this icon, to produce the final video of the project, in the previous video. Now, if I click on Finish, a video of the selected part will be created. Let's cancel it to say the last tip about Camtasia library. Sometimes, when a project has been completed, maybe some part of the project will be needed for next projects. For example, I know these files will be needed later. So, I'm going to add them to the Camtasia library. Before that, first, open the library. Here I have 3 libraries with these names. Let me create a new one. Here I can write a name for the new library. Now, let me go to the timeline area, select desired files, and add them to the new library. Here I can select the desired library, and also write a name for the selected file. Now, if I click on OK, the selected video will be added to the new library. Similarly, let me add other parts of my project, which I will need later. Alright, as you see, these files have been added to the new library. In the next video, I will use them in a new project. After that, we will continue to learn annotation, transitions, and other tools, which are prepared here. Thanks for watching my content. If you have any question on this topic, make sure you leave them in the comment section below, and if you can spend a few seconds of your time liking as well as sharing this video, if you enjoyed it, that will mean a lot to me. If you have any suggestions for the channel, such as what kind of hardware or software I should be covering, then make sure to leave that in the comment section. See you next time. Bye bye.